Muy buenas tardes a todos, estamos una vez más aquí en directo con Triangle Strategy. Continuamos el capítulo 10 a la sombra de Sospecha. Después de que vencimos la emboscada en el monte, lo hemos conseguido ya al final ganar. A la segunda, ¿eh? Podría haber hecho en directo, la podía haber ganado. Pues al final era más sencillo de lo esperado. Y la conseguimos. Y nos llevó ya hasta el último capítulo. Este de aquí, que lo vamos a continuar. Vale, vamos a hacer las historias de los personajes primero. A ver quién se une a nosotros.
Greetings. Were you training outside?
Not today. Even I stay away from the proving grounds on occasion. The members of the King's Guard must keep themselves in prime fighting shape. That includes resting when our bodies are weary.
A wise policy. The handmaidens of Esfrost adhere to a similar principle. With clear eyes, we see, we serve, we anticipate.
Interesting. Although our tools are different, we're alike in our aims.
Indeed. We must be the pillars our charges turn to in times of need. Even so, we are only human. If I may ask in confidence, do you ever find it trying to serve? Is he ever unreasonable? Have you ever found your patience tested?
No, never. It is an honor to serve, always. It is an odd question to ask, but I must confess I find it hard to imagine what it is like to serve in a society such as Esfrost's.
As do I, although I lived through it. It all feels as if it were so long ago.
You're not one for speaking plain, are you? But I suspect we may have much in common. I'm curious to hear your story, if you are willing to share it.
Of course. I made a promise to myself long ago to effect change through my own deeds, not to live as a mere servant.
And what came of that promise?
Hailing from Hyzant, at first I endeavored to learn at the Ministry, that I might use the knowledge gained there to help others. But they guard their secrets fiercely, and maintain strict control over what fields their students can pursue. As much as it pained me to leave my home, I could not suffer such stifling rules, and so set forth to Esfrost. I took quickly to learning at the archives, where independent study is encouraged. I spent days in the stacks, soaking up as much knowledge as I could, when one day...
You are the one called Gila, yes?
Yes, my lord.
They tell me you're the most talented researcher the archives have ever seen.
I couldn't say that, my lord. Though I do spend more time here than most anyone else.
Admirable modesty. And you aren't frightened of me. Most impressive. I believe we have a suitable role for you. Come with me. The Archduke would have a word.
The Archduke? But...
No harm will come to you, if that is your fear. Now, follow me.
Vamos a ver dónde la lleva.
Lord Svarog had arranged an audience with the former Archduke of Esfrost, who appointed me as Frederica's personal tutor. She was the former Archduke's daughter, so I took my duty seriously. Yet I could never perhaps I justified it by telling myself that my teachings could plant the seed for change.
An indirect approach, but an active one nonetheless.
The chance was unexpected, to be sure, but I could not very well deny it. The Archduke's successor, Gustadov, was a man that paid no heed to birth or blood. He effected a change in people's attitudes, a change which provided fertile ground in which my teachings could take root. Thus, I stayed by Frederica's side. Truth be told, I had not thought to be with her for this long. And yet, here I am. Life is truly a journey of unforeseen destinations.
Vale, se acaba aquí. Vale. Otra de las cosas que pasó es lo que me pasé el juego. Bueno, el juego. Después de la batalla esa que tuvimos, la emboscada en el monte, fue que fuimos a la capital de la Sacra Sede y no nos han creído. Entonces que no teníamos pruebas suficientes, por lo que luego veremos qué pasa en la historia. Y ahí se quedó. Otra historia de personaje.
Please, you can't take our wheat. We just sent food the other day.
Silence! Lord Walford has ordered the requisition of all provisions. You wouldn't dare disobey your lord, would you?
Of course not. I just can't believe Lord Walford would command such a thing.
Are you accusing me, a noble woman of Glenbrook, of lying? How dare you, peasant?
Mayhap we should see what the commotion is about.
Mind telling us what's going on?
Well, if it isn't Captain Eridor. Thank you for all that you do to keep these lands safe.
You're one of the lot what recently fled from the Crown City, ain't you?
Just so, yes. I came to humbly lend what aid I could to Lord Wolfford and deliver on the provisions I promised.
What is your quarrel with these people? If you could explain the situation, we'd be more than happy to lend what aid we can.
Please, I beg of you, don't take our food. It's all we have.
I've always known Lord Walford to care for his people above all. Why would he do this to us?
What madness is this? Lord Serenoa has strictly forbidden commandeering food from the common folk. Surely you aren't asking these good people to relinquish their stores to you in his name?
I am simply gathering provisions on Lord Walford's behalf, as I promised. Honestly, he should be grateful.
Grateful? He'd be red in the face if he saw what you were doing. Ain't no way he ordered it.
On the contrary, you are acting in violation of your lord's decree. We cannot overlook your actions. You will come with us and be jailed. There you will await judgment for your crimes.
What nonsense is this? I am a noble woman of Glenbrook. How dare you try to order me about, you self-important little man? You've no authority over me!
Look, I ain't disagreeing, but are you sure we should accost her without seeking Lord Serenoa's counsel first?
We haven't that luxury. The longer she is allowed to roam free, the more the people will suffer, and our lord's good name be sullied. We must show the people that unethical acts will not go unpunished. Take her away.
You will pay for your impudence!
Can't believe there are scoundrels out here using House Wolfort's name for ill gain. You've done us all proud today, Julio.
Thank you ever so much, my lord. We'd be facing starvation if you hadn't stepped in.
She really had us fooled. We should have known Lord Wolford is too kind a man to order anything like that.
If you are ever troubled again, please seek me out. I shall ensure that any wrongs committed against you are set right.
Vale. Madre mía, cómo se está poniendo la cosa en la ciudad. Pam, pa, para, pa, pam. Vale, la última historia de personaje. Para, pa, pam.
That should do it. You should be able to use that arm just fine in no time.
Many thanks, lad. You truly are a talented one. My apologies for treating you like an intruder the other day.
Think nothing of it, my good man. If you need anything else, I'm more than happy to help.
Your magic never ceases to amaze. Did you learn everything from your grandfather?
You bet I did. The Archmage Grandante taught me everything I know.
Grandante. There's something I've been meaning to ask you, Narv.
Ask away.
I was in Hyzand for a short time, studying at the Ministry. No doubt you know it's considered the greatest authority in this world when it comes to matters arcane. Their library contains everything from records of magically enhanced soldiers to technical tomes and much, much more. Their chronicles on the history of magic, too, were the most comprehensive in our realm. And yet, I do not recall seeing even a single mention of him. One would think the achievements of such a powerful sorcerer would be recorded somewhere. Why are they not?
Those awful Hyzantians. Truly, they have no shame.
Narv?
The chronicles you speak of? In truth, they were written by my grandfather's own hand.
What? But then why is he not credited by name?
He refused to do the research the former Hierophant ordered of him, and was branded a heretic and unbeliever. They erased his name and achievements from the records, and made it like he never existed at all. He was then banished from the city and died in exile, his name all but forgotten. It's all their fault no one knows of the Archmage Grandante.
I had no idea.
These robes I wear were once his. They're the only remaining proof that he once walked this realm.
So you carry his memory with you everywhere you go.
I promised myself I would make the Archmage Grandante's name known around the world. So I'm going to work harder than I've ever worked before, until all in the realm know his story. And in the process, I'll become the greatest mage this world has ever seen.
That's the spirit.
Thanks, Gila. Just you watch, grandfather. I'm going to make you proud.
Vale. Ahora vamos a la misión secundaria. la historia secundaria en este juego. Pam, 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 que creo que solo queda... Ahí estas dos. No hay nada más por aquí. No, no hay nada más. Fortaleza de Causa Arenal. Los maestres Solstuto y Canadine discurren cierto asunto de la fortaleza de Causa Arenal. ¿Qué tendrán que tratar allí? Vamos a darle. A ver qué comentan. Pam, 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 pam.
Well, if it isn't tenebrous. Gloomy as ever, I see.
Minister Sorsley, I see you are in high spirits.
And why shouldn't I be? House Wolford is ferrying my salt as we speak. An illustrious house from the Salt Iron War trying to win my favor. It's laughable.
But can they succeed, being as ignorant to the circumstances as they are?
If they fail, I simply lay the blame upon them and see their house duly punished. I shall gain merit in place of money.
I did not take you for an optimist. Or have you forgotten of Exham and Camsel's suspicions?
You speak as if it were my problem alone, my dear Tenebrous.
Do not misunderstand. It is because we are tarred with the same brush that I have come to warn you. Your dealings of late have grown, perhaps overly so. You would make an enemy of the other saints, should they notice.
And would you too turn against me, Tenebrous?
Most certainly not. Our fates are tied.
Good. Now leave me.
Pray, be careful, Minister.
What need have I for caution? I have never failed, nor will I ever.
La avaricia rompe el saco. Al final, ya verás. Vale, historia principal. Para zaherir la reputación de su astuto ende, Serena deberá hallar una prueba irrefutable de sus fechorías. Empero, el tiempo se agota. Pa 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 pam. Para pa pa pam pam pam.
Sorsley may well come to end us once he hears of our allegations. There is no turning back now. We must move swiftly.
So how shall we proceed?
We must provide hard evidence, as Minister Camsel requested.
And I wish to be named Archduke of Esfrost. Does he understand what he asks of us? We have no leads.
Salt is a well-regulated commodity, and numbers do not lie.
Vale.
If this illicit trade exists, someone will have altered the ledgers.
Of course. We'll gather what information we can on Sorsley until the evidence we seek reveals itself. Let us canvass the town and see what we find.
Agreed. We should split up and search for clues.
Pesquisas. Vamos a empezar a hablar por la ciudad y a ver qué nos damos, qué nos dan y qué conseguimos en una ciudad nueva. Tenemos que reunir testimonios para evidenciar el crimen de su asunto. Hay una mujer que vive cerca del corte médica, a la que pirran a los petilleos, que pasa día y noche chismorreando, no tiene remedio. Yo iría a preguntar de que siempre está al día de nuevos chismes. Una mujer a la que le encantan los cotilleos. Iré a preguntarle qué ha oído últimamente. Vale. Madera de calidad, perfecto. Nos han llegado informes acerca de un hereje en esta zona. Por casualidad no lo sabéis, no lo habrá visto. No lo he visto. Vale, ¿hacer algo? Vale, por aquí no va a hacer nada más. Seguimos para arriba. No puede dejarle pasar. La fontana de sal está bajo estricta vigilancia. No sé quién es usted o de dónde viene, pero no le puedo permitir acceso a la fontana de sal. Pregúnteme lo que quiera, pero olvídese de entrar en la fontana. De hecho, me gustaría poder entrar en la fontana. ¿No habría de alguna manera? Perdón el atrevimiento, pero ¿acaso tienes algo que comprar? Imposible, órdenes de arriba, y son absolutas. Debo pedirle que se vaya. Déjame cumplir con mis funciones. En esta parte no se permite la entrada de visitantes. Vale, no se puede pasar, examinamos. Fármaco antiparálisis por 2. Vale, creo que ya tenemos toda esta zona aquí vista. Sí, aquí no hay más. Solo gente autorizada puede acceder a la basílica. Le ruego que se marche. El mariscal de Sarme no se encuentra aquí ahora. Puede dejarle un mensaje por escrito si lo desea. ¿Un mensaje? Necesitaría algo para poder escribir. Parece que mi secretario ha estado investigando al maestro Solstuk. Debería de haber dejado detalles de las pesquisas en su diario. Leedlo si lo encontráis. Estoy seguro de que tenéis la bendición de Dios para sacar a reducir la verdad. ¿Qué le trae la corte médica? Si no tiene una razón de peso, le ruego que se abstenga en entrar. Vale, aquí hay algo. 1300 moneditas, muy ricas. Vale, voy a entrar en esta puertita a ver qué hay. No perdemos nada, hablamos. Me han dicho que está muy familiarizada con los rumores que corren por aquí. Me gustaría saber lo último que haya oído. Uy, usted es de los míos. Pregunte, veamos, algo jugoso. Esta es buena. He oído hablar del navío mercantil que desaparece a mitad de la noche. Se cuela en el puerto como si nada, y luego desaparece. No da tiempo ni a pestañear. ¿Un navío mercantil que desaparece en mitad de la noche? La verdad es que no entendía cómo se acaba la sal del puerto. ¿Podrían estar usando este mismo navío? Habíamos pillado algo. Clarus, contrabando. ¿Dónde habéis oído semejante historia? Por la diosa, qué disparate. ¿Tenéis alguna prueba de ello? Ninguna. Cuando se hacen negocios a gran escala como el nuestro, se dan rumores extraños. Os pido que dudéis de toda información que os llegue. Si hay rumores de tráfico ilícito, es mi deber investigarlo. Si te topas con alguna novedad, házmelo saber. Estaré encantado de ayudarte. Vamos a entrar en esta puerta. Uy, una cosita que me llevo. Parece que es el diario secreto de Layla. Hay partes subrayadas. Solstulo Ende, de los sitios de objetos. Está actuando de forma sospechosa. Tiene contactos secretos en altas esferas del reino de Valcoburgo, con sobornos de por medio. ¿Está sobornando las altas esferas de Valcoburgo? Este testimonio es de vital importancia. Lo tendré en cuenta. Se ha añadido diario del secretario de la isla de Valva de Vacum. Forma de calculación. Por 2. Vale, no hay nada más aquí. Están pululando noticias de Valcoburgo. Parece que Fragolada ha tomado el país. El rey se ha comportado de forma deshonesta, y eso es lo que pasa cuando no tienes fe en la diosa. Amparar el gran... Ay, ¿qué quiere usted? No tengo tiempo de dar el palique. Estoy intentando que la guardia me pierda del rastro, a ver si se largan y me puedo ir a casa. Los antisueños. Disculpe, pero he cerrado por ahí, que es día de revisar las cuentas. ¿Le importaría dejarme esa pluma y un papel? Tengo que escribir una carta muy importante a alguien. Adelante, todo suyo. Ahí tiene la pluma y el tintero. Ahora puedo escribirle algo al mariscal de Sarme. Aquí tiene mi petición. Para el mariscal de Sarme. Por favor, entrégasela sin demora. Excelente. Confirmo que me encargaré de hacérselo llegar. Al mariscal de Sarme. Mariscal lo antes posible. Si el mariscal de Sarme lee la carta, tendremos la oportunidad de que nos ayude a destapar las injusticias de Sospecha. Estoy tratando de usted de unos 7 mujeres. Creo que deberías intentar ver las frases. Vale, venimos a hablar con este. Contrabando, voy a avisar a la gente. No puedo hacer nada de momento, papá. Vale, vamos a hablar con este primero. Los 7 ungidos han elegido por la diosa de la sal para guiar a los fieles. En la cima se encuentra su eminencia, quien puede escuchar la voz de la diosa. Su eminencia entonces le confía a los 7 ungidos la labor de transmitir a los fieles la voluntad de la diosa. Es así como este país colma de las bendiciones. ¿Qué opinión le merece el ser su sistema tan diferente al de otros países? A nosotros nos llena de orgullo. Sin duda tiene sus ventajas, pero también sus defectos. Tengo mis reticencias al tildarlo de Soiso. Poco lo distingue a otros. A su evidencia lo percibo como un soberano, y cada ungido no difiere mucho de un consejero. Los sistemas de Gabriel son producto de su historia y de su gente. Me parece casi horror comparar tan a la ligera. Esta me quedó. Lo que dice suena razonable y sincero, pero está erróneo en sus cimientos. La historia de los países y pueblos que no creen en la diosa es cosa de la ley, una ciénaga de errores y aflicciones. Los ángeles que pueden conducir a su pueblo a la felicidad son su eminencia, los 7 ungidos, y todo gracias a las palabras de la palabra manifiesta de la diosa. Si en teoría, aunque me pregunto cuántos siguen en las pies juntillas el credo. Mira, aquí hay una puerta que no he entrado. Voy a entrar antes de que se me olvide. Sí, la voy a entrar en esta. Opa. 3 de fibra. Y 1000 monedas. No hay nada más, ¿no? Se me había olvidado entrar en esa puerta. Vale. Fragolada es un país bárbaro que hace alarde de su libertad, pero donde impera la ley de los poderosos y acaudalados. En cambio, Lunálgida es una tierra donde todos los creyentes conviven en igualdad y armonía bajo la bendición de la diosa. No hace falta ni preguntarlo, pero ¿qué país crees que es el mejor? La libertad es esencial para ser... Es que Fragola va por el camino correcto. El de un día es llevar igualdad y paz a su pueblo. Creo que tenemos mucho que aprender de Lunálgida. Laucoburgo es el mejor posible. Con el debido respeto, perdón, Magarrey, un país subyugado por Fragolado está el primero de en su lista. Creo que la situación actual de Laucoburgo es consecuencia de haberle dado la espalda al credo de la diosa. Si su país hubiera acudido a bajar el mandato de nuestra diosa, su bendición habría repelido la invasión Fragolada. Interesante. Ahora comprendo mejor cómo piensan los fieles de un herido. Vamos a ver si deja hacer algo. ¿No me deja hacer nada? Algo me estoy dejando. ¿Una puerta o algo? Vale. Registro de contabilidad falsa. No, nunca he hablado de tal cosa. Tengo que pedirle que se vaya, déjame. No, por aquí no me deja hacer nada. Está cerrado. No, no me deja hacer nada más por aquí. Pues no hay más. Vale, finalizar visita. Bueno, volver al campamento para hacer un balance de la información que tengo hasta ahora. Piribim, piribim.
What news? Have you learned anything?
Sorcelet is shrewd. He'll not reveal his true colors so easily.
Nothing can remain hidden indefinitely. A thorough review of the testimony shall show us the truth.
Benedict is right. Let us review what we know to be true.
Lord Serenoa, what does the evidence at hand suggest? Let us begin with Sorcelet himself. What is his crime?
He bribed nobles right under our noses in Glenbrook.
How could I have been so blind to his dealings in the upper echelons of my own kingdom?
Though we know this to be true, I doubt we'll build a worthy case now that Esfrost rules the Crown City.
If we cannot secure the help of the remaining saints, we've no choice but to present our case directly to the Hierophant. Doing so will require incontrovertible proof of Sorcelet's improprieties.
Incontrovertible proof that we lack, unfortunately.
Then, we must prepare to face charges of false accusation.
Now then, let us focus on where we might find the...
So, we'll find the vanished cargo ship.
How do you propose we find something that vanished without a trace? Suspicious as it is.
Might the bribe Sorcelet plied Glenbrook's nobles with be connected to his illicit dealings?
The trouble remains that we've got no proof of anything.
The vanished cargo ship is suspicious, yes, but we'll not find an unmoored vessel.
Despite our best efforts, I'm afraid we haven't evidence enough to confront him over his crimes.
And Sorcelet will find us out soon enough, if he hasn't already.
Time is of the essence, then. What is our next move?
Though we lack proof, we'd best raise the issue with Camcel once more.
No nos va a hacer ni caso. A la sombra sospecha. Fin.
Serenoa and his retinue know House End is involved in the illicit salt trade, yet fail to secure any solid evidence to back up their claims. Their position growing tenuous, House Wolffort makes a reckless bid to persuade Kamsal, Minister of Domestic Affairs, to levy charges.
Por merecer, no preguntes.
Minister Kamsel will join our cause, won't he?
It's hard to be sure, but we must press our case and have faith. That is all that is...
You! Are you House N's dogs?
A messenger, my lord, from the palace. I seek Lord Serenoa Wolffort.
You have found him.
Lord Wolffort, you have been accused of coercing Minister Sorsley End unto unlawful acts. Your presence is required at the palace so the Holy One may question you.
House End is the guilty party, not Serenoa.
If you've testimony to give, you are welcome to stand witness at the trial.
My lord, this may be a good opportunity to bring our case directly to the Hierophant and the other powerful entities of Hyzan. I expect the Saintly Seven are not of one mind on this matter. If you can persuade some of the ministers to side with us, Sorsley will have nowhere to run.
Perhaps. Or you could end up the one with his head on the chopping block, Serenoa.
Even so, we cannot make an enemy of Hyzan, else we truly will be alone. I must stand trial, plead my case to the Holy One and the Saintly Seven, and hope that they believe me.
Vamos a ver qué pasa, qué interesante se ha puesto de repente esto. Vale, tenemos dos, aquí no hay nada. Historia secundaria. El oráculo ha hecho un llamamiento para los 7 ungidos. Cancel y Sarne ponderan esto. La secundaria.
You've been summoned to the palace, Minister Kamsel. The Holy One is to hear the accusations against Minister End and question House Wolffort.
Very well. So, Sorsley has made the first move. Serenoa must not have been able to secure evidence against him after all. But order cannot truly be restored simply by sentencing House Wolffort. I must make of this opportunity what I can.
So there is to be a trial. I see.
The Holy One requires the presence of the Saintly Seven immediately.
And here I thought you nearly had it, Wolffort. Did I overestimate you? No matter. There is more than one way to trap a greedy boar. Now then, who will be best put to the task?
Madre mía, ¿cómo se va a poner esto? Interesante, ¿eh? ¿Historia principal? Sí. Ha comenzado el interrogatorio de la basílica. Se confirmará como ciertos los crímenes de los que se acusa a Sostulo. Pam, pam, pam. Pa, 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 pam.
The inquiry of House Wolford, stood accused by Minister Sorsley End, will hereby commence. We of the Saintly Seven will preside over this trial. Serenoa Wolford, you stand before the Holy One. Do you swear by the Goddess to speak the truth?
I swear.
Responde a las preguntas de los 7 ungidos y muestra que Sosten es el culpable. ¡Qué tensión!
Minister Exham Marshall, you may begin the proceedings.
We know Minister Sorsley quite well, having worked with him for these long years. But we know comparatively little of you, Lord Serenoa. Therefore, we must first determine whether you are worthy of our trust. Surely you have not forgotten his position among the Saintly Seven of the Holy State of Hyzant?
I have written it all down as tradition requires.
Yes, I have read through your report. It is a sign of sincerity that you would proceed according to our customs. Indeed, I can confirm you are a man of honor and integrity. Once all presiding over the trial have had a chance to express their opinions over your report, we shall pass our judgment. I have nothing further to ask.
Next, Minister Kamsel Farrant will make his inquiries.
You must understand the difficult position you have put us in, sauntering into our home to denounce one of our own. We are a welcoming people, and so must be wary of those who seek to take advantage of our open hearts. If a stranger came to you with unfounded accusations against one of your people, I doubt you would take him at his word. Have you any proof of the foul deeds you claim have taken place in our land?
I've heard of a cargo vessel disappearing from the port in the middle of the night. It's possible it was carrying unlawful salt.
You present as your evidence another rumor, and one from an anonymous source at that. Is it customary where you are from to condemn a man based on gossip alone? I think not. I have nothing more to ask.
Minister Tenebrous, if you would.
It isn't strange that lay people would fail to grasp the goddess's infinite wisdom. We seven, however, do understand her will. For most, our teachings are the only way they know how to live according to her plan. It is moot to judge Sorsley, one of the seven, based on evidence brought against him by a layperson, no matter what that evidence may be. Unless you have testimony from one who understands the goddess's will, there is simply nothing we can do.
Sorsley met in secret with powerful Glenbrook officials and bribed them. Minister Lila's secretary can attest to this.
Oh? A secretary to one of the Saintly Seven, you say?
My secretary's word is as good as my own. None is more devoted to the goddess than he. If any can grasp her.
I see.
Well, I cannot argue against that. I've no further questions.
Minister Lila Viscraft, ask your questions.
It is plain to me that Sorcelet has indeed engaged in misconduct, namely bribery. Yet while I do not doubt he bribed an official of Glenbrook, what the bribe was for remains unclear. Perhaps you can shine some light on the matter, Lord Serenoa?
The ship that disappeared in the night must have been carrying unlawful salt. He'd have wanted to keep that quiet.
Yet rumor of such a ship has reached even my ears. Would it not be an utter waste of coin to buy a single person's silence, when so many have already heard the gossip? I have no more questions.
No me está saliendo nada bien, ¿eh?
I, Idor Delmira, will ask one final round of questions. I cannot deny, Lord Serenoa, that Sorcelet can be foolish. But he is also dedicated to the goddess, and he has worked much good as one of the seven. Though he is not faultless by any means, I believe the goddess yet favors him. If we are to pass judgment on such a man, we must prove his guilt to the goddess herself. So let me ask you this, Serenoa Wolford. Where exactly are we to find such evidence against Sorcelet End?
We could find nothing in town, so there must be something here in the palace.
In this palace, where we live and work beneath the ever-watchful gaze of the goddess herself. How disappointing, Serenoa Wolford, that you still do not grasp the extent of her divine power.
Me van a matar al final.
My questions are done. Now we will the Holy One will pass judgment after hearing our opinions.
Bueno, todos en contra.
Serenoa Wolford, the Holy One has passed judgment. House Wolford was found to have spoken untrue. You brought baseless accusations against the most exalted Sorcelet End of the Saintly Seven and sullied his good name. Such blasphemous actions cannot go unpunished.
Wait, we meant no insult against the goddess.
Luckily for you, her mercy extends even to heretics. You have one chance to atone. Face Sorcelet's forces in battle and emerge the victor.
What?
Let whomsoever earns the goddess's divine grace be cleansed of all sin.
Vamos a tener que luchar. Madre mía, cómo se ha puesto esto, de repente. Vale, no hay nada más. Vamos a pedirlo. Vale, Mekun. Que no teníamos nada. Vamos al campamento. Pa, 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 pam. A ver si hay algo interesante aquí. No hay nada. No quedan existencias nada aquí tampoco. No tengo plata, nada. Pues nos vamos. Nos vamos de aquí. Bien, pues vamos a la batalla. Pam, 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 pam.
It will be as the Hierophant has decreed. House End and House Wolfort will battle until the other falls. May the Goddess of Salt bestow her eternal mercy upon the victor.
Am I hearing this right? So guilty criminals get to walk free if they win?
We've no choice but to do as they say. It is what the goddess teaches.
And likely the outcome agreed upon by those who view Sorcerer as a threat.
Whatever the case may be, we must fight.
Vale, batallita.
They are united in their desire to destroy me.
Muchos magos.
And it is your fault. You will pay for this, Wolfort.
No sé si podré cambiar aquí de personajes. Perder todas unidades, vale. Recomendado, recomendado. Recomendado. Voy a meter a este que me lo pide.
Understood.
Me dice que este es el recomendado, pero lo voy a dejar de momento así. Vale, empezamos. Mucha magia hay que meterles. Metí al mago. A ver, me acuerdo.
You seek my demise, do you? I, whose oversight of the source brought prosperity to this land?
Do not twist the truth to obfuscate your crimes.
It seems you've forgotten the goddess's will. Allow me to remind you.
Come then. Let us settle this in honest combat.
Time to work. Into the shadows.
Vale.
How shall I destroy you?
I won't lose! Away with you! Yes!
Qué bueno, ¿no? Cuidado.
No!
For the honor of House Wolfort.
Ha!
This isn't good. Allow me.
Vale, recuperamos el ahí.
I'm not done yet. Here goes.
I'll show you what I'm made of. Now or never. Look at me learning.
Allow me. The fires roar.
Enjoy your freedom while it lasts.
The Roselle have suffered.
Vale, va.
I will make you. Now then.
Impressed?
Bien, si no.
Lead must grow.
You won't escape. Sound strike.
Dominado.
Ha! Sound strike.
Impressed? Sheer goal. I'll try this.
Uf.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
Uf. Acabó conmigo.
I shall do what I can to you. This is what I do.
Thank you.
Strike while the iron's hot.
I will end this.
My thanks.
I've been waiting for this! How shall I destroy you? Yes! Yes!
For victory! Away with you! I shirk from no danger! Forward! Thought you had me, huh?
Ahora acabo con otro.
Strike while the iron's hot. Take this! An honor and a privilege to serve.
Me va a tirar.
I shall do what I can. This is what I do.
Perfecto.
That's much better.
I've been waiting for this! I'll be your shield!
I fight for peace.
Vale, bien. Subimos de
For a
nivel
better
también.
world.
Now then!
Por la espalda, qué cabeza.
Impressed?
Ay, se acaba conmigo.
Impressed? I'm a fool. When a wolf is cornered. I need this.
I'll take it from here. Take this!
They're closing in. It will take more than this. You will pay. Cornered beasts are one.
He may have nothing left to lose, but neither do we. We will not relent until this is over.
I shall do what I can. Allow me.
I can keep fighting. I will end this. For you.
Vale, curado.
I'll take you on.
Vale, doblete. Por un lado y por otro. Bien.
We're not done here.
Me va por ella. Vale, pega ahí. Uf.
I'll take this one. Yes. Yes.
Vale.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
My turn.
Cool heads shall prevail.
¿Jugamos?
Be at ease.
Vale, estamos jugando bien ahora.
Keep fighting.
Whatever it takes.
Vale, doblete. Le quitamos, le hacemos daño, bien.
You won't beat me.
Uno menos.
You're done.
I will end this. Two ashes.
Bien, ahí bien. Que venga por mí. Me tira, pero bueno, no pasa nada.
This is most unpleasant.
Back at
Va por ella, es que...
When a wolf is cornered.
Acabamos con eso.
Death from above.
Vamos. ¿Ha fallado?
I shall do what I can.
No le hago daño.
Allow me.
Qué mala suerte hemos tenido.
Appreciated.
One step closer to our hope.
I can withstand this.
Finalizamos la acción.
How could this be?
Vamos a duerma de nuevo.
I've been waiting for this. Time to
Ahora
die.
sí.
Allow me. Look at me learning. No, this is not the end of me. I refuse to allow it.
I will end this.
No.
How could we lose?
Madre mía, qué mala suerte, me he equivocado. Ay, qué cagada he hecho.
Not done yet.
Me curo.
Here goes. Just tell me what to do.
At this rate,
Uno menos.
Stay right there.
Vale, ahora sí.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Allow me.
Perfecto. Victoria.
I've been waiting for this. You're in
Strike while the iron's hot.
Que venga para aquí.
Allow me.
Finalizamos la acción.
Shall we begin?
Vale, cogemos. Bien, perfecto.
I'll take you on.
Finalizamos y ya que muera él.
Whatever it takes.
Ya está, pasado.
Let me show you what I've learned.
Vale, lo podemos quemar y todo, ya.
With the
Ha subido algo de nivel. Victoria. Vencemos bien. Esta ha sido sencillita, comparada con la anterior.
Victory goes to House Wolfort. Give thanks to the goddess for bestowing upon you her grace. This concludes your trial. Well fought, all of you.
To think the truth had to be proved through a test of strength.
It was the Hierophant's decree. None in Hyzant raise objections.
Ain't nothing to be ashamed of, my lord. After all, losing the battle would have meant losing our heads.
I suppose you are right.
Bueno, buena victoria. Por merecer, no preguntes. Fin. Guardamos partida. Es el capítulo 10. Luego este juego lo jugaré ya aparte. Haré aparte y ya luego me haré otras historias. A ver otros finales.
That same day, word spread throughout Hyzant of Sorsley End's demise, and that of House End along with him.
La recompensa por una denuncia. Vale, historias de personajes. Hay 2. Y no tenemos nada más. Vamos a la de Roland.
You've gotten better, my friend. Much better.
Only because I've had you to train with.
And how far behind would I be without Sir Maxwell's tutelage? The Dawnspear himself is my personal mentor. And still you're all but my equal.
It's been a while since we last sparred. It takes time to adapt to a new opponent.
Perhaps so. Anyhow, I always enjoy our skirmishes. No better way to clear my head after another quarrel with Father. Must all 3 nations be part of this mining venture? I've yet to hear a convincing argument as to why.
You do not hear because you do not listen.
Hyzant offers nothing but a sliver of their vast riches. Something we could easily do without. I understand the advantage of involving Esfrost. Their expertise speeds things along immeasurably. But have you at least demanded they lower the taxes on salt? Such a change would be welcomed by our subjects and enrich their daily lives. We cannot concede everything while gaining naught in return. Surely you see this, Father.
It has been decided, and I will hear no more. You presume upon matters you do not comprehend.
But Father, I'm just...
Now, Roland, if there is nothing else, pray leave me be. I have more important matters to attend to.
Yes, Father. If only I had found the right words. If only I had kept my emotions in check.
Blaming yourself for past mistakes will lead you nowhere. You must look forward.
Of course. And I trust you'll be at my side come that time.
Just as House Wolfort stands with the crown, I stand with you.
I am fortunate to have as loyal a friend as you.
As am I. Enough sentimentality. Raise your speed.
You're welcome to try, my friend.
Vale, ya hemos visto Roland de personaje, un poquito de su historia. Y ahora vemos a Ana.
Looking worse for wear, Anna. Long scouting missions sure ain't easy.
Easy or not, I do what duty demands. Do you need something?
No. Just reckon Benedict must be relieved you're back safe and sound.
Must he?
Course. After all, he treats you like his own daughter. Don't know any parent what wouldn't worry over their child. And he's got extra cause to fret, with all the dangerous work he gives you.
Oh? It never crossed my mind. Benedict trusts me. That's all I've ever needed.
That's so.
Do all parents by blood show concern for their children?
Wondering about yours, are you?
That's none of your concern.
I still remember how you insisted on being a scout, as soon as you were old enough. You wouldn't say why, but any fool could guess it was to find out more regarding your parents. This work's well suited to that sort of thing.
Yet Benedict refused me.
And he was wise to do so. It ain't a job. Guess he hadn't anticipated you'd trained under Archibald.
I earned his respect when he saw what I could do. The means don't matter, only the results.
Vale. Hace varios años.
I have grave news, sir. The enemy has captured one of our scouts. I know our soldiers aren't broken easily, but given enough time in the enemy's hands...
And here we are, severely short-handed. I shall call a war council, so our approach may be reconsidered.
The scout has been rescued and returned safely home.
Already? That was far sooner than I anticipated.
I hope my actions were not out of line.
No, no. Well done, Anna. I don't know where I'd be without you.
Nor are you.
Can't thank you enough for leaping to my scout's rescue, while Benedict was still pondering what to do. I'd pay good coin just to see that look on his face again. So, think you'll find your parents? Not trying to dissuade you from looking, mind. I'm only being nosy.
Dissuade? Is there something you've not told me?
What would I know that you don't? Just take care you don't end up regretting it.
I'm this close. I can feel it.
Estoy cada vez más cerca. Vale. Historias vistas. Historia secundaria. Uno de los 7 ungidos, el maestro Sostulo Ende, ha fallecido. ¿Cómo habéis recibido la noticia de la catedrática al águila?
So, Lord Serenoa, what shall you do now?
Well...
I shall speak plainly. The Holy One wishes to aid House Wolford.
Thank you, Your Holiness.
Your house is known throughout all Norzelia, and rightly so, given the vital land you control.
It would be quite the blow if Esfrost's aggression spelled the end of your domain.
The Hierophant tells me a seat amongst the Saintly Seven shall be yours, should you desire it.
And I would not hesitate to accept it if it meant securing peace for my people.
Then perhaps we can find common ground. The Hierophant, however, has a concern.
I would hear it.
The Roselle living in your domain. They are descendants of the sinners who dwell at the source. That is their proper place. There they offer themselves to the goddess in the hopes they may one day atone for their sins. The Hierophant longs to see them return to their rightful home.
You would have me surrender them to you.
It is not my place to make demands. I am merely to deliver unto you the word of the Hierophant. And so I have done.
Madre mía. A ver qué pasa ahora.
Serenoa, will you surrender the Roselle to Hyzant?
I don't know.
As you are doubtless aware, Lady Frederica, the vow of Lord Simon himself binds us to protect them. Alas, our house is not what it once was.
Is that a reason to cast aside its honor? My father, as well, likely had a hand in orchestrating their protection.
Ah, my friends, I apologize that we once again meet under dire circumstances. You face a difficult choice, one I do not envy. Have you decided?
Not yet. We will, you can be sure.
They've got us by the small ones, and they know it. They made this request full aware of our history.
Lest you misunderstand, allow me to illuminate your position. You are not the noble hawks you think yourselves to be. You are vultures, feeding off the scraps of Sorceley's corpse.
You've got some nerve.
I speak from experience when I say that the title of Saint is not to be worn lightly. Are you prepared?
Prepared? For what?
Doubtless you are aching to break free of your fetters, to take wing and soar. To do that, blood must be spilled. The blood of enemy, friend, and self alike. Your freedom lies at the end of a trail of dead. If you are not prepared to make that journey, to endure that sacrifice, then cast aside...
Grovel or bleed. Poor options, both.
Recompensa por una denuncia. Fin. Pues sí, sería el...
In his time, Lord Simone protected the Roselle who fled Hyzant, and the village they established within the Wolffort domain. 30 years have passed since then. The Hierophant uses the illegal salt trade incident as leverage to demand those Roselle be sent to the source, where Hyzantian faith dictates they must reside. To secure the Hierophant's goodwill and the subsequent protection of House Wolffort, Serenoa has no other choice but to acquiesce. Thus, with House End ruined and a vacant position among the Saintly Seven to be filled, rumors of House Wolffort's ascendancy start sounding more credible than ever to the people of Hyzant.
Las violencias que se hacen bajo el sol. Al día siguiente.
Lord Serenoa, I believe it may be in our best interests to turn over the Roselle after all.
But they fought so hard to escape Hyzant. They would never agree to return.
It would be a show of good faith to the Saintly Seven and secure House Wolffort's safety. If the situation calls for force, well, we must be prepared, to borrow Minister Exham's words.
I see. Give me time to think over the matter. Where is Frederica?
Oh, she left for the source with Prince Roland. She said she wanted to see where the Roselle live for herself.
Ah, indeed. Byzantine law requires all Roselle to make their home at the source.
She is most troubled over this, Lord Serenoa. Please, if you could...
I understand. I will make for the source at once.
Pero hay unas secundarias. Un hombre hace acto de presencia en la capital del Banco Burgo. Allí, una bailarina le regala el oído.
Silvio Tellior, I presume?
Who might you be?
Someone who brings good tidings. An offer you may wish.
I am ruined. Who would want to offer me anything?
It is Minister Edor's wish. Will you hear me out?
One of the Saintly Seven? Then you are Hyzantian.
My master is eager for your assistance, as you are quite close to House Wolfort.
Otra vez que nos va a traicionar, va a salir otra vez. Vale, pues damos al siguiente. Gustavo prepara el siguiente paso de su plan. En el salón del trono del castillo de Alba. Del Alba. Luego vamos a la tienda ya. Al campamento a ver lo que hay.
Thalos, thank you for making the necessary arrangements.
No need to thank me. I am your Prime Minister, after all. I have made sure those with any power in Glenbrook understand their place. They will do as we command.
Then everything is in place. It is time.
Is there nothing I might do to aid you, brother?
If there were, I would tell you. And the consortium, Thalos?
Oh, I expect we shan't have any trouble from them. I have promised them a considerable sum to stay out of our way.
Good. Now it is just a waiting game. I wonder how long the Hyzantians will last.
Vale. Vamos a la tienda ahora. El periplo que llevamos, capítulo 11. Creo que no hay nada ya. Pues al campamento voy a ver lo que hay. Hay dos órdenes de mérito. Historias. Vale, todo lo que necesitamos de momento, cambiamos todo. Ascenso de clases. Esto me gustaría. Vale, mejoramos la clase. A la espía, cómo no.
I must be ever ready.
Paciencia vital. Puedo mejorar al tanque, que lo voy a mejorar ahora directamente.
Practice makes perfect.
Contraataque físico. Este me gusta, pero... es mejor en ataque físico. ¿Y este? En evasión y en ataque físico. Wow. ¿Qué dilema tengo aquí? ¿A Rudolf o Wet? Wet porque empieza con nosotros. Desde el principio. Vamos a subirla.
It is an honor to serve.
Todas son veteranas ya, menos estos dos. Van quedando menos. Vale, vamos a la tienda a ver qué hay. 5 de hierro. Dos de hierro. Vale, madre de calidad 2 también. Y me voy a quedar sin dinero. Vale, hemos comprado todo. Vale, tengo para mejorar. Vamos a mejorar. Solo uno de plata. Para mejorar el cuero. Oh, perfecto. Una mejorada. Esfera cristalina, mejoramos. Me quedo realmente largo. Vendemos algo. Voy a vender dos de estos. Voy a mejorar a... Mejorando ahí un poquito. Y ahora vamos a la tienda a ver si hay algo en el bar. Me han llegado nuevas peticiones. Vale, defensa del coliseo. A tope. Vamos a hacerle. Vale, voy a quitar a este. Y voy a meter a este mago.
I'll do my best.
You got it.
Aye, can do.
Sí, un momento. Comenzamos. Vale. A ver qué tal.
I will end this.
Sigilo.
Into the shadows.
Uf.
No.
Está muy bien, ¿eh?
For victory! This is it! You don't stand a chance! Too slow!
Perfecto. Sube el
Or my
nivel si
kith
no.
and kin. Back at you!
The hunt is on.
From where shall we strike?
La espadita.
This ends here!
Uno menos.
What have we here? We doing this? I strike true!
Ha fallado. Uf.
Here I come. Just hold on, everyone.
Vale, curamos ahí fácil.
Cool heads shall prevail. Your wounds are healed.
Thank you. Whatever it takes. Here goes.
Bien por la espalda, esa está bien.
This is good.
Está poniendo firme, ¿eh? Activación.
You won't beat me!
Let me show you what I've learned.
Creo que se habrá vuelto a acabar.
Two ashes. For a better world.
Buah. Está cayendo del pulpo.
Suffer.
I feel stronger already.
My turn.
Una
You don't
menos.
stand a chance.
¿Me va a matar Ana? La macho casi. Uf.
Defeat is not an option. This ends here.
Uno menos.
Leave it to me. You won't beat me. Out of my way.
Shall we begin?
Vale.
This is what I do.
Cheers.
Un libro.
You've done it now.
Allow me. Flames, heed my call. It worked.
Strike while the iron's hot.
Uno menos.
You're finished.
Ha fallado, perfecto.
We doing this?
Vale, uno menos.
You're done for.
¿Y fallas?
My turn. It's over.
Uno menos.
What to do now? ends here.
No falla.
Cheeky bastard. Impressed?
Me mata.
What would father do? On your guard. Ha-ha! Now!
Arquero va 1 de daño.
You won't beat me!
Uno menos.
Strike while the iron's hot.
Diputado.
Take this!
Me va a dar. Y el brazo y falla.
Let me heal your wounds. I'm behind you.
That's much
Perfecto.
better.
I fight for peace. Yeah! It worked!
My turn.
Uno menos.
This is the end. This'll
Veneno.
hurt. Sound strike.
May I?
We doing this? Hurts, eh? For victory! Out of my way! For my
Sube de
kingdom!
nivel. Se cura, pero bueno, me importa.
Carefully.
Por la espalda.
Perish. Haha! Now's my chance!
Come at me! You're in the way!
Time to take action.
Le quito la acción.
Perfect!
Uf, por la espalda, Bueno, no pasa nada.
Shall we begin?
Curamos.
Allow me.
This will help.
Time to work.
Suffer.
Además le pido avión este. Avión de perlas que me echa ahí. A ver, no voy a pasar nada con esta. Uno menos, ahí.
Two ashes.
To work.
No falles.
Gotcha.
Vale.
Charge. Yeah. Yes. This is it. Yes.
Hombre, ya.
Forward.
Finalizamos acción, nos llevamos las cosas.
You won't beat me.
Come on. What have we here? Did you see that?
Time to take action.
Finalizamos la acción.
Time to work.
Vale, uno menos.
Let's go then.
Lanza directa.
Let me heal your wounds.
Ya está ganada.
Much appreciated. I fight for peace.
Finalizamos la acción también. Uno menos. Me tira.
Sheer go.
Ay, hay algo ahí.
Where shall we strike?
Ya está. Lo he perdido, pero bueno, no pasa nada. Victoria. Conseguimos todo. Podemos mejorar. Vale, lo mejoramos. Y mejoramos también. Si tenemos la opción, sí, lo tenemos. Bueno, vamos mejorando bastantes ya. Es que ahí donde mejoran 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vale, continuamos. Continuamos para bingo. Historias de personaje 2. Pam, pa, 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 pam.
Seems as if the troubles never cease. I'd kill for a drop of ale.
I take it you and Benedict have seen your share of trouble. You have both served House Wolford for many years, yes?
Aye. We both served Lord Simon since we were green between the ears. Through the good times and the bad. To see him now, you wouldn't believe the stories of what we got up to in our tender years. Even then, though, he was always the schemer. Always drawing me into his fanciful plots.
Has so much changed since then?
I don't reckon so. In any case, was there something you wanted to ask me?
There was. The other day, Benedict posed quite the strange question to me.
Pim, pim, pidim. Unos días antes.
Where snowbell blossoms bloom?
Indeed. I thought perhaps you had seen trace of the flowers while scouting with Flugy.
I've spotted clusters of them in the deep mountain passes before, but not of late.
So it is as I thought. They have ever been a rare sight, even more so in recent years. I had thought to procure one, but it may be wise to temper my expectations in that regard.
Life always finds a way to flourish. I'm certain Anna and I can find one before long.
I would not have you chasing my idle fancies. You both have more vital duties to attend to.
Of course.
Vale.
So, Benedict's looking for a snowbell blossom. What's so peculiar about that?
Nothing, if it were anyone else asking. However, I think you'd agree that Benedict is not the type to go picking flowers on a whim. They say that when a snowbell blooms...
That moment is frozen in time. Aye.
Precisely. You and Benedict both never fail to surprise. But of all flowers, why the snowbell? Does he have some lady love I'm unaware of?
I can't speak to that, but I'll tell you one thing, Hewitt. We've all got... You, me, even a stubborn-headed mule like Benedict. Like the snowbell, we want him frozen like that forever. And like the snowbell, they're liable to shatter.
I understand. I apologize if I was too forward. Let us forget the matter.
No, it isn't you that needs to apologize. I'm always telling Benedict no one likes being lectured.
It was enlightening. I see you and Benedict are true friends.
For lack of a better word, aye. Bring me a draft of ale, and I'll tell you all about our younger days. At least, what I can remember. I recall Benedict...
I may have to take you up on that offer.
Do you really reckon snowbells are still blooming somewhere out there?
Perhaps. Though I've not seen them in this region. They may still bloom in the southern reaches.
In other words, a trek and a half from here. Don't give up the search, my friend.
Vale. Una de las historias vistas. Tenemos otra historia personaje que es de Rudolf y Anna. Vamos.
Please, good sir, toss us a spare coin.
A beggar.
Cast off from the as frosty mine, no doubt. Focus, Rudolph. There is work to be done.
Many thanks, sir. May your good deed be returned tenfold.
Apologies for that, ma'am. On we go.
This war has forced so many into poverty. Everyone looks a bit more downtrodden these days. Is everything all right? You seem miles away.
Just thinking of the past is all.
Vale.
You've made your last run, smuggler scum!
Damn it all! Looks like I'm done for.
You're under arrest for the illegal transportation and distribution of salt.
Please, you've got to let me go. I beg you. My little brother needs me. He'll die if you don't. He's sick and...
A likely story. What a pity, then, that you chose to betray your country, rather than support him through honest means. Throw him in a cell, so he can contemplate the consequences of his crimes.
No! Get your hands off me! You gotta let me go! I got to smuggling salt so I could afford medicine for my brother. We could barely put food on the table, let alone find money for medicine. I know it ain't right, but what choice did I have? He died while I was locked up. I broke my promise to him.
I had no idea.
It's not anything to do with you anyhow. Let's get back to work.
Vale. ¿Hay algo secundario por ahí? No hay nada secundario, así que vamos a indagar un poco en la historia principal y lo dejamos ahí, hoy. Frederica ha partido rumbo a la Fontana de la Sal para reunirse con sus camaradas cautivos.
Please, I'd only like to glimpse the goddess's sacred grounds for myself. It won't take but a moment.
That may be, but outsiders are not permitted into the source for such frivolities. And you are Roselyn. You ought to understand the teachings better than anyone.
Frederica.
Serenoa, forgive my impulsive behavior.
There's nothing to forgive. I too wish to learn more of the Roselyn Hyzant. Not knowing would make my decision easier, but still I feel I must.
Serenoa? From House Walfort?
The very same. Lord Serenoa Wolfort. The one who will assume control of the salt trade in short order, as House End once did. To that end, we are here today for a preliminary inspection of the grounds.
So the rumors were true.
Well, are you refusing the newest addition to the Saintly Seven entry into the source?
Of course not. Please, right this way.
Vale, investigamos ahora.
All right, you Rosellan wretches! Time for worship! Minister Edor of the Saintly Seven himself will be giving the sermon today. You should be thankful. Heed his word, and your sins shall be cleansed.
Roselle, do you know why you are imprisoned at the source, condemned to toil? It is because your ancestors committed the most heinous of sins. Long, long ago, they schemed to seize control of the salt that the goddess bequeathed to the people of Norzelia. They seized the source for themselves, wresting every last grain of salt from other peoples, desperate for the resource. Using the salt they hoarded as a shield, they terrorized the land, destroying any who stood against them in their thirst for domination. Fanned by their greed, the flames of war long ravaged our land. Countless innocents lost their lives. What a terrible, arrogant people. Their cursed souls dwell within you, their progeny, to this very day. Indeed, the proof is in the very color of your hair. The same red as the blood that flowed from their countless victims.
Our people sinned against the goddess. We are a detestable blight upon Norzelia.
Oh, goddess of salt, please, forgive us our sins. Forgive us.
Do not despair, for the goddess of salt is ever merciful and kind. She grants even the worst of sinners, even you, a chance to atone. That atonement will only come through hard work here at the source. By quenching this earth with your sweat, by giving your lives to this labor, your cursed souls will be cleansed and welcomed back to the goddess's side. Only then, when your sins have been washed away, can you hope to be reborn into a pure body and once again walk upon Norzelia. People of the Roselle, surrender your lives to the source and give your thanks.
O goddess of salt, for you I give myself, stained with sinners. Thank you for granting us the chance to atone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That is enough. Now take that gratitude and turn it toward your work.
I cannot believe what I'm...
This is atonement? And the Roselle accept it as a fitting punishment?
Even if that story Idor told is true, no sin warrants this kind of cruel retribution. Hyzant maintains control over Salt now. Are they then not guilty of the same crime?
You are right. But this is as the Goddess of Salt commands, is it not?
Vale. Hoy se debe ver lo que sucede en la frontera con propios ojos. Vale, vamos por aquí. A Jorge en el movimiento. Aprender a ese nos absolverá de todos nuestros pecados. De moneditas. No habla. Ojalá nos traigan agua hoy. Estas labores no son sino un honor que nos permiten remendar nuestros infames pecados. Aún no he encontrado a un sucesor por el cargo del maestro Solstulo. ¿Qué panorama tan halagüeño vamos? ¿A quién acudiremos cuando haga falta resolver un problema? Es normal que no tengamos un sucesor todavía. A uno de los 7 ungidos no se le puede colocar tan a la ligera. Por ahí se rumorea que van a conceder al muchacho de Wolford, como si ponen a su mozo de cuadra, pero que se den vida y pongan a alguien. Es decir, que yo retomaría los deberes de Solstulo si consigue entrar en los 7 ungidos. Es normal que no tengamos un sucesor todavía. Uno de los 7 ungidos no se puede. Vale, esto ya lo hemos leído. Vale, vamos por aquí. No, ahora la mujer. Piedra de calidad. Los Ross viven en condiciones totalmente infrahumanas. ¿Hay algo? Fármaco cura estados. Y 700 moneditas. Ah, tengo que cargar con esta sal. ¿Cómo permiten que ese hombre trabaje en un estado tan deplorable? Registros de los Rose, la de Vacuum. Sí, yo no he trabajado de otra cosa. Esto es lo único que sé hacer. Hace mucho ya tuve a camaradas que quisieron darse a la fuga, pero hemos aprendido a decir, no volvemos a intentar rebelarnos. Era por 3. Someten a tanto a niños como a ellos sin distinción alguna, a trabajos vejatorios que tienen la desagachatez de llamar la atención. A los que fallecen de tanta carga de trabajo ni siquiera les pagan un sueldo exiguo jornal, ni a los criminales los tratan con tanta maldad. Los reyes de Melgida están en condiciones mucho más horrendas de lo que hubiera podido imaginar. ¿Qué clase igual somete a sus ciudadanos a este trato vil? Entonces se quiere creer los conciban como humanos. Comprendo por completo tu rabia, pero debemos recabar toda la información que podamos. Exacto, por supuesto que lo llaman igualdad, porque solo contemplan como iguales a los creyentes, así como ven natural la discriminación contra los ajenos. Hay una contradicción manifiesta entre las bondades de la diosa y las acciones de sus devotos lunáticos. Estoy de acuerdo contigo, sin embargo, se han convertido en una nación muy poderosa precisamente por su fe en el credo de la diosa. Aquí hay algo. Amuleto de firmeza. Vamos cogiendo bastantes cosillas. Vale, esto ya lo hemos visto. Hay algo por aquí más. Que me falte. No. ¿Qué hacéis ahí parados? ¿A trabajar? ¿Atajo de inútiles? Ah, usted es el hino de la casa, por favor, me equivoco. Lamento que hayan tenido que ver una estampa tan miserable como la realea Rose. Aquí es donde cumple la penitencia que les corresponde por sus pecados. ¿Algo por aquí? No sé qué pasar. La realea Rose se pasará toda la vida sacando sal de la fontana para redimirse del pecado de sus amigos. Son seres inferiores a nosotros, que creemos en la bondad de la diosa. Creo firmemente en todos los humanos son iguales al nacer. Es la vida la que los deshace entre sí. ¿Crees que no es diferente? No te concedo así, la verdad. Más beneficioso es seguir la voluntad de la diosa. Es ella quien quiere que los rusos sean los únicos en la fontana. Deben trabajar bajo un inclemente sol hasta que se hayan redimido de todos sus pecados. No interrumpiremos su salvación. Sí que es verdad que, con unas manos capaces de todo Norsalia, podría disfrutar de una sal, pero con las producciones que mantenemos ahora, Vinalagida ya goza de vastas fortunas. Alabada sea la diosa de la sal. La diosa otorga su gracia a quien crea fervientemente en ella. ¿A qué me importa los dos? ¿Cómo me vendes ese encanto? Vale. ¿Has visto ya? ¿Hay algo? No hay nada más. No hay nada más. Entonces ya... Sí. Volvemos al campamento.
This is more awful than I imagined.
Will you still send any Roselle and the Wolfort domain here? Force them into a life like this?
It isn't right. It isn't just. I don't care that it would ensure our own safety.
Indeed, it would be unforgivable. What is just is constantly in flux depending on the circumstances. That said, protecting people is always the right thing to do. Wouldn't you agree, Serenoa?
I feel the same as you both, but...
My apologies. I didn't mean to place all the blame on you. Still, we continue stumbling on the path before us.
Estamos ya hundidos en la ruina. Está muy chulo el juego.
Serenoa and his retinue return to their domain, their every step weighed down by the heavy task Hysant has placed upon them. Elsewhere, the newly restored kingdom of Glenbrook begins to take action under Queen Cordelia's leadership. The kingdom issues a joint proclamation with Esfrost against Hysant, halting all trade and severing diplomatic ties with the Holy State.
Vale, tenemos una historia de personaje que se va a unir a nosotros. La batalla de la fortaleza de Cauce Arenal es ya una página de más de los anales de la historia. Sin embargo, esta acción sufrió de primera mano. Vamos a ver qué nos cuenta.
Got you right in my sights.
Ya. 30 años al verdadero. 30 años atrás durante la Gran Guerra Ferrosolina en las inmediaciones de la fortaleza de Causa Arena.
There are too many of the Minister Archibald.
And flee we must. I'll hold him here, but you lot, retreat!
Minister Archibald!
No, this cannot be how it ends. Won't yet draw breath? My heart yet beats. This place shall not be my grave.
Madre mía.
So the cycle of war and chaos begins anew. And once again, I must take up my bow.
Vale, se une a nosotros.
I've been watching you fight from afar. I like what I see. Almost reminds me of myself in my younger days.
You flatter me.
Still, I doubt you'll emerge victorious. Without me on your side, that is. The name's Archibald. Allow me into your ranks, and you'll see. I can match men half my age, shot for shot.
I couldn't ask one so elderly to risk his life in battle.
This graybeard survived a salt-iron war with naught but the bow in his back, I'll have you know. And my aim is just as sharp now as it was then. I haven't many years left, lad, and I'd like to spend them fighting for a just cause.
If that is what you wish, then I shall not refuse. We welcome your vote.
Ya veréis, Archibald se unió al grupo. Pues lo vamos a dejar de aquí. Vamos a guardar partida ahora. Archibald. Intimida al revisar con poderosas técnicas del este legendario arquero. El daño de sus ataques aumenta dependiendo de lo alejados que estén del enemigo. El alcance de su arco es particularmente alto. Vale. Lo usaremos. Pues lo dejamos aquí. Hizo la luz. Y lo dejamos aquí justo antes de votar la decisión sobre el tema de la aldea Rose. Mi objetivo es no entregarles. A ver qué pasa. Lo dejamos aquí. Muchas gracias por... Espero que os haya gustado y muchas gracias a todos los que me habéis visto. Y lo vemos en el próximo capítulo. Continuamos con el capítulo 9 el próximo día. Lo dejamos aquí entonces. Agur.